Does the severity of the penalty for shoplifting depend on the dollar amount stolen? Attorney James Abate explains. Yes, it does depend on the amount stolen. Anything under $200 is generally dealt with as a disorderly persons offense or a misdemeanor. $200 to $400 is a fourth degree. $400 to $1,000 is a third degree. $1,000 to $10,000 is a second degree offense. It usually ends up being another crime when it involves an amount above that. There is nothing worse a person can have on their record than that of being a thief, being dishonest, and not being trustworthy. When someone applies for a job, their employer will need someone they can trust with their business and their money. They would consider a drug addict or someone who has been violent before because anybody can have a bad day. An employer can take a drunk, but they will not take a thief. When someone rents out an apartment, they can look at all sorts of people who they do not want in their dwelling. The drunk, violent person, or the drug dealer might cause trouble, and they might damage property, which is not good. But the thief, the dishonest person, might move out in the middle of the night and leave the house or just stop paying the rent. Also, as far as immigration issues go, it is worse than having bad credit. The two worst things that a person can be if they are trying to get naturalized in the United States is to either be a thief or a prostitute. Those are two crimes of moral depravity that question a person's honesty and their ability to be a good person. A person will need to keep these types of offenses off their record, whether or not they go to jail. The big issue is not whether or not a person pays fines. It is whether the person has it on their record, and there are a lot of tools that can be used to resolve these cases so that it stays off the person's record. Someone without an attorney may assume they will not go to jail for a particular crime, so they consider just pleading guilty. These people diminish their quality of life considerably and have less opportunity to pay back the fines that they have now racked up, and those fines can be considerable. For misdemeanor shoplifting, a person would be looking at a $1,000 fine. For a fourth degree, they could be looking at a fine up to $5,000. A third degree can be up to $100,000, and a second degree can be up to $500,000 fine. So this involves large amounts of money that have to be paid back, and a person would not be able to do that if they are unemployable. For a free phone consultation, contact attorney James Abate in Somerville, New Jersey, or visit his website at www.jabatelaw.com.